Signs and symptoms to low testosterone. If you feel like you have low testosterone, I recommend that you go get your blood work done. Call the number on the back of your insurance card, call them up and just say hey, and then just ask them where you go to get your blood work done. The first thing you're probably gonna notice with low testosterone is no morning erection. When you're asleep, your testosterone is building up while you fall asleep, and that's why you always have erections when you're asleep. And that's why you almost always have an erection when you wake up in the middle of the night, because your body's constantly producing new testosterone while you are asleep. But if your body's not producing testosterone, you're not gonna get that morning wood, and you're not gonna wake up with it either.
If you're not standing like this while you pee in the morning, then something's wrong.
If you're having less than 4 erections throughout the entire week in the morning, you should probably go see a doctor and get your blood work done, or go see a urologist and get something figured out. Because having morning wood in the morning, or just like when you wake up in the middle of the night, that's just a good sign that your testosterone is working. It can also be low libido in general. You may not be as interested into women as you were in the beginning. I understand that you probably have some goals. You're probably focusing on your career in life. You got to focus on school. But if you're not fantasizing about being with somebody else, that could be a sign of low testosterone. This next one is memory loss or brain fog. It was a 2008 study at Harvard Medical School. They found that healthy exposure to testosterone through your 40s and 50s protected your brain tissue. And the ones that had low testosterone suffered with dementia around their 70s to their 80s. Brain fog and memory loss can affect you in many different ways. It can affect your performance at work, school, and there's plenty more where that came from. It's not just those 3 things. It's also lack of motivation, no energy, fatigue, depression, loss of bone density or osteoporosis, hair loss. Another big one is muscle and joint recovery. I think this is a really big issue because for the ones that watch this channel, you probably work out and you probably want to get really big and you probably want to gain a lot of muscle. How are you going to do that if your low testosterone is holding you back? If you have an injury in your shoulder or your elbow, how are you going to recover from that quicker if your testosterone is so low? How are you going to be able to recover from your shoulder and elbow pain so you can go back to doing your tricep extensions heavy? How are you supposed to do that if you have low testosterone? That's going to slow you down a lot. For 30 minutes a day for 1 month straight, I tried to stretch my stiff ankle and I didn't get a lot of progress because of my low testosterone levels. But yes, I got the experience, but I wasn't really getting anywhere with progress because my testosterone levels were so low. First thing you can do is go see a doctor or a urologist or an endocrinologist and tell them about your problems, and they might be able to solve the issue right away. But when you call them up and you schedule an appointment, it might take a couple months for you to actually be able to get in. We're gonna start tracking your diet. For your diet, you're gonna wanna start eating dark chocolate, red meat, ground ginger, garlic. In your diet, you're gonna want foods that are high in magnesium, zinc, selenium. Foods that are high in magnesium, which are spinach, pumpkin seeds, almonds. Foods that are high in zinc, like beans, nuts, crab, lobster. And oysters is a really big one. Oysters are really high in zinc. Foods that are high in selenium, which a lot of dairy products are, like milk and Greek yogurt. After you got your diet down, you can start doing the littler stuff that'll help boost your testosterone levels, like lifting heavy compound weights. Lifting heavier will get the blood flowing more, which will also circulate nutrients around your body. Nutrients that can help boost your testosterone levels while you're doing your healthy diet. I said this in my last video, I'll say it again, you're gonna wanna avoid plastics. Whether it's hard or soft plastics, you wanna completely wipe that out and you wanna do metal and glass instead.